recap this last episode of 90 Day The Last Resort. I want to try to talk about as many of the couples as I can in this video, but I'm going to try to speed run through it all, so I may not have time to get to everything. But first I want to start off with Stacy and Florian. So they haven't had a whole bunch of drama this season, so the producers had to mix it up and make one episode the Darcey and Stacy show. So it seems like really Stacy and Darcey have had a pretty good relationship, at least from what I've seen with them on the show in the past. Like when they had their own little spin-off and everything, it seemed like they're besties. They're going to all these different countries, getting plastic surgery, they work together, but suddenly they have all this beef going on. And when Darcey shows up, she comes walking in and they got the camera panning up and down on her and going all slow-mo, making her look like the biggest supervillain ever. And they're just over dramatizing the whole situation. Stacy has some beef with Darcey because she feels like her and Florian don't have healthy boundaries. And the worst part is, I guess Darcey and Stacy were beefing at one point, and Darcey was hanging out with Florian, and she pretty much was telling Florian, why are you with Stacy? You could be so much better off. And out of all the people in your life, your twin sister, your own family member, that should be the person who should be encouraging your partner to be with you more than anyone, not discouraging you and trying to get all in his head and confuse him. And after Stacy found out that Florian was talking about this with Darcey, she called Darcey out on this, and Darcey was like, I do not remember saying that, but if I did, I was probably mad. And then Darcey spilled some tea that once upon a time Florian slid into her DMs. So not only did he slide into Stacy's DMs, but he slid into Darcey's DMs like the next day. Darcey was trying to swear up and down, oh, I don't think Florian's hot. That's my brother-in-law. Are you disgusting? But then they had a scene where they had all the 90 Day Fiancé cast members get together and have their own little pillow talk episode. And in that episode, she said, oh boy, yeah, Florian's a hottie. But I think she's just complimenting Florian. I don't think she has the hots for Florian or she's trying to take Stacy's man. But I do think it's weird that Florian slid into both of their DMs. And what was Florian's excuse? He told Stacy, oh, you know, Stace, I just thought that you guys were both the same people. Yeah, right. I'm not buying that. How are you going to think that Stacy and Darcey are the same people? Like, okay, oh yeah, this girl decided to make another profile, but she decided to just change her name a little bit. Especially when you go to both of their profiles. A big part of Darcey and Stacy's personalities are that they are twins, and you cannot tell me that you did not do your research and look at their profiles, and that you cannot tell me that you do not think they're twins. Like literally every third or fourth post on their pages are at least a picture of them together. So unless he's just like scrolling real fast and just not looking at these girls' profiles before he messages them, which I highly doubt he is, then I think he knew exactly what he was doing. He was just trying to see who he could get to bite first. Since this last episode aired, these two have been stirring up a lot of speculation on social media because fans noticed that Florian ended up posting several pictures with different women. I didn't think anything of these pictures because Florian does modeling, and these are obvious modeling photos that just look like they're just professional photos of him just doing business. But after he posted these photos, Stacy ended up unfollowing him. And a lot of people think this is just like a PR stunt where she's just trying to get attention and hype people up for the tell-all, the last resort. But I don't know. I think maybe she got mad at him, probably blocked him, and when you block someone, you automatically unfollow them. And she'll probably unblock him here in a few days once she gets over everything. If she hasn't already unblocked him and refollowed him by the time this video comes out. And now I just want to talk about Jasmine in this last episode. So we find out from Julia that Brandon actually sat down and talked to Gino, and Gino told Brandon that he is not interested in banging Jasmine, even if she tried to do everything she could to save the relationship. Gino's been trying to tell everyone Jasmine just needs to be a good girl, not fight with me for a month, but he keeps shifting the goalpost. First it was like, oh, we need to go a few days without fighting before I'm intimate with her. Then he changed it to a week. Then he changed it to a month. Now he's considering changing it to 2 to 3 months. And I just think that is unrealistic, and he just wants to have a girl agree with him about everything. But I also feel like Jasmine's intentionally not getting along with him either, because I feel like as much as she wants to act like she wants to make this relationship work or this marriage work, I feel like she already has her mind made up that she would rather be with Matt, not Gino. I felt bad for Jasmine when she found that out, because I would really feel very self-conscious if my husband was telling people that no matter what I did, he didn't want to be intimate with me. It would make me constantly wonder, what did I do wrong? And he keeps saying it's her attitude and this and that. And you know, I feel like Binge made a very good point in the Between the Sheets episode, because a lot of people are saying, Gino, just bang her and everything's gonna be fine. But at the same time, if you're going 9 months without having sex with your partner, then it's just time to find a new partner, because it is ridiculous. Like, the fact that they have been sleeping in different rooms for this long and still haven't had sex for this long, and that the fact that they still think that there's hope for their marriage, I would have thrown in the towel a long time ago. And so we find out that Gino really has some unrealistic expectations, and Jasmine pretty much just realizes that this is not going to work. I'm pretty sure that we're going to see her leave him at the recommitment ceremony, and we see her sit down with Darcey, or not Darcey, but Stacy and Julia, and she's like, hey girls, I just want to let you know that I met this guy at the gym, and this is who I want to be in an open relationship with. So she calls him and introduces them, and she was so giddy and happy, and you cannot tell me that she has not already had sexy time with that man. You could tell that she was dickmatized, and I don't blame her. When you go from someone like Gino to a man with muscles and someone that's closer to age, she probably went crazy after not having sex for 9 months. She probably got pregnant day 1, but I am very curious to hear the whole timeline broke down on when exactly she did officially leave Gino, and how long after that or before that did she get pregnant. But all the girls that she introduced Matt to were very supportive, you know, which is crazy because they've been knocking guys like Rob on this resort for being cheaters, but here they are clapping and encouraging Jasmine when she's doing it, and they're just glad that Jasmine is just now about to finally get her some dick. But that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. I think we are at the tail end of this season. The recommitment ceremony should be coming up like any episode now. And in the little 90-day, the last resort Between the Sheets episode they do, Sophia claims that she went and looked at Josh's tagged Instagram pictures, because that's how you really get a good idea of who someone is, because it's usually pictures other people take so they don't have filters all over them. And she noticed that in every single picture, Josh like does this thing where with his hand where he like points his hand at the person he's standing next to. And I went through his tagged photos, and it's hilarious because she is not wrong. I could not find one picture where he did not have that little hand signal going on. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.